Hey everybody, Josh here. Welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful Thursday morning here. Took a couple days of vacation this week. It's around 11:30, May 7th. Absolutely gorgeous out here. And I've got bees in the trap. I want to sing that song, Bees in the Trap, but I'm not going to do it. I don't think it's a very big swarm that ended up in here. But I tell newer beekeepers, you know, one of the common questions like, Josh, how do you know when to transfer bees that you've caught in a swarm to their new home? And my answer to that is when you see pollen coming in. So I saw some pollen coming in maybe 2 days ago. So there's a good chance they're rearing brood in here because I certainly didn't put any brood in here. If you've watched my how to build a swarm trap videos, I put 4 starter frames and 1 frame of old, empty, dark, nasty comb. And so there is a chance that I had a previous trap where bees were just bringing in nectar and there was no queen in there, there was no brood. I don't know what the heck they were doing, but it was like 1 to 1.5 frames of bees. So I just took the bees and put them into another colony. I don't know, that's kind of a first for me. I don't know why. Maybe a virgin went in there and she wanted to go get mated, but she got eaten or didn't make it back. I mean, who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. But the way that I do these is, last night when it was dark, I came out here, and when, you know, the vast majority of the foragers are inside, I go ahead and close this off with this disc. And so, and then I come back the next day, and it's not going to hurt the bees to stay in here for even a day or more. It doesn't hurt them whatsoever. But what you're doing here is hopefully getting the majority of the foragers. And so if you were to move this in the middle of the day when there's a lot of foraging activity and, you know, rehome it in your apiary, you're very likely to come back here and just see tons of bees all over the tree because they're all like, you know, what the heck? This is not where our home is supposed to be. Hey there. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and unload this. I'm gonna pull it off the tree here, and it's only on here. Oh, actually, I did put a strap on the bottom. I've stopped doing that recently because I really think this is just good enough as it is. I get these off of eBay, I think. No, Amazon. I'll put a link to these. I really like them. I've bought from this guy, I think, 3 different times now, and these hooks have really stood up well in the elements. And you just have to drill a hole in here and like your 2x4. You do have to make the 2x4 a little bit skinnier. So if I were to give that gentleman a little bit of advice, I would say make this hook a little bit wider so that you don't have to modify a 2x4 to get it to slip over this, but I digress. Anyway, he probably doesn't care what I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off the tree, get it loaded in the back of the UTV here. I've got brand new bottom board, inner cover, outer cover, and 10 frame deep, and I'm going to put them, I don't know, maybe over by that big that super tall hive over there. I think is where I'm going to put them. So all right, let's go ahead and get this loaded and moved, and we'll see how many bees we have in this trap. Again, I don't think it's a very big colony, but if it's queenright, I'll nurse them into winter, especially if she's a good queen. Find her, I'll mark her. Of course, it's very possible that it's a small swarm from here, right? That would be the logical answer. So she may already be marked. It may be one of my queens, and one of these colonies is queenless. So let's find out. All right, let's get this set up, shall we? All right. Let's set this down. Now, I won't need all these frames. Depends on how many of the frames that they have built out inside the swarm trap. That looks pretty good. So we'll just remove some of these as needed. There's a lot of weight here. There's a lot of honey in here. So they certainly won't need fed. Matter of fact, I'm just going to pull out a few frames to start with. That one's empty. Put that one in there. Is this one? Yeah, it's mostly empty. There's a good frame for her to lay in right away. Who's calling me? Dave and Christy, what? Come on, guys. You know what I'm doing. Probably a butt dial by Dave. Dave's at work. Josh is on vacation working bees. I think I got the better deal. All right, so we're going to leave that one in. What does this one look like? That's another good frame for her to start laying in, so we'll keep those in. Big frame of honey there. What we got over here? A little bit of honey on that one. So we'll start with this 3 and see what we're working with. Push this frame of honey all the way over in that frame. And we'll see what kind of frames. I've said it like 3 times now. I just don't think it's a very big colony. But we're going to find out. It's so gorgeous out here. I love beekeeping in this weather. I love it. Absolutely love it. Doesn't get any better. Okay. Wonder if I should get my bench. I don't really think I need it. Sometimes it's just nicer to have it a little elevated. Smoke blowing on them. Let's hope there's a queen in here. Always look on the lid. All right. Frame number 1 with hardly no bees on it. Yeah, so see, what I just do is I shake, like when they haven't even touched a starter strip like this, just reuse it. Just knock the bees off. Save it for another trap. I'm looking at, I was right. I think it's about 1.5 frames of bees in here. So time's gonna tell if we got a queen or not. Same thing, shake those bees down. Come on, everyone off. Yep. I know you can't see very well at home, but this is what it's looking like. Let's see if they started drawing comb on this one. They're festooning, which is what they do when they're getting ready to draw comb. Put the sun over my shoulder here so I can have a good look. That's the start of a wasp. A paper wasp did that. That's nothing a honeybee did. Gotta be careful with how you orient these because they're festooning like that. Yeah, I don't see her. I don't reckon she's on these, but I'm gonna shake these in. And if it turns out this colony's queenless, I've got a decision to make. Do I want to just put a frame of eggs in there and leave them be? Probably the best thing to do would be combine this small amount of bees with a queenright colony. So it's just, I don't know, you got different choices. I would think the best thing to do would just be put them with a queenright colony, boost the forces, call it a day. But I'm optimistic there's a queen in here. My God, are these bees calm though? They are super chill. Started to draw some comb there, so when I shake these bees off, I'm gonna look for eggs if that comb doesn't fall down with them. Just taking my time. Yeah, it's far more likely she's on this last frame. Well, okay. I see what looks like laying worker eggs. So I think they're queenless. It's yeah, laying workers. And you could just tell because the amount of pollen that was coming into this colony was like occasional. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see too well on the camera because the GoPro stinks at zooming in. But if you look in like, there's the sun. I don't know if you can see in those upper cells, but it's like a shotgun of eggs from a laying worker. That's what that looks like. Hopefully y'all can see it, but well, it's too bad. So I'm really just gonna likely put these bees maybe over here and call it a day. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll take a picture of this and post it just so folks can see what laying worker looks like. And I'm gonna double check here, but I don't think that they turn laying worker pretty quick. So I wonder if this just has nectar in it, or they've deposited it. That's all they've been kind of working on. Yeah, bunch of nectar. Excuse me. Whew. Weird, it's like, that's like 2 for 2. Not 2 for 2, but that's 2 swarms in the trap that have not queened themselves or gone with a queen. That's weird. Talk about some chill bees for not having a queen. I'm just gonna look down in these cells. Even with the sun, there's yeah, there's yeah, that eggs everywhere on the sidewalls, guys. Yeah, they're queenless. Well, bees are gonna bees, aren't they? So we're gonna undo this. We are going to take the bees out of here, shake off all the frames and put them. See, that colony right there has a queen I'm getting ready to introduce. This colony is queenright, but it's not doing great. I'm not thrilled with this colony. You know, whatever. Maybe having some extra workers will help straighten them out. So I'm just going to boost this one, and if the queen continues to stink, she's going to get herself pinched, and we'll just requeen this colony. Remember what I said, beekeeping's all about plan B, right? And C and D and E and F and G. Yeah, this is just a stinker hive. But that's okay, we're gonna fix it. Or try to, anyway. All right, what do we got here? I really just need to pull one frame out. We'll put these bees in. That works. That works. Not going to put it right in the middle of the brood nest here, but again, this frame just has nectar and laying worker eggs in it, so they will, this queenright colony, they will cannibalize all these eggs. And then the great debate, do they actually kill the laying workers or not? Some say we don't know, some say they do. I'm going to say I personally don't know, because I don't. Okay. And then let's Let's shake the rest of these bees out. Don't be getting mad at me. I was just bragging about how nice you guys were. Still got a few on here, okay. They're stuck on that one. Okay. I'm not worried about getting every single bee in here, guys. I'm just trying to undo the ones that I dumped in there. You know, it's not what we were hoping for, but you know, that's beekeeping. Let's get this frame off. Now, what I'm actually thinking about doing is I think I'm just going to leave this out here because I do have another trap over at the neighbor's house that I'm pretty sure is queenright. They're bringing in a lot of pollen. So that one had some good positive signs. So I think that's what I'm going to do. There's no sense in hauling all this equipment back in, bringing it back out. So I'll just keep it in here. Any foragers that wish to rob out this honey, have at it. And we'll do this same thing tomorrow morning. Good enough. Good enough. Set this aside. Take this box. Get most of them. Take the bottom board. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Just realized I don't have a golf tee in that one. That's all right. We'll go get one. All right. Everybody off. Everybody out. We're calling that good. All right. So we're going to leave this set up. If they find their way out, great. If not, sorry. But this one's got a lot of honey on the other side. Then we'll just put these frames back in. It's a good middle frame. Where'd I put them all? Put them all back here. There's another frame of honey. Put them on the outside. Hope everybody's spring is going well. I feel pretty blessed just to how quickly in just a matter of a few weeks I've recovered all these numbers. So I'm appreciative of the swarm calls and, you know, the ability to split and the queen purchases to be able to. So I'm getting ready to fix them to do over here. We'll go ahead and do that. So I installed that queen last night. Kept her in the cage all night so they could acclimate to her. I'm sure this colony's been queenless since I caught it, and I caught it on April 17th. So what is that? 3 weeks ago or so? Something like that. So they should be more than happy to have her in there. More than happy. Everybody out. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. will not start singing closing time. Don't worry, I'll spare you. Why am I heavy of frame? Oh yeah, duh, dummy. Because you're one frame of drawn comb and the swarm trap you put in here. Okay, well, we're gonna close this up and we'll open it tomorrow morning. And hopefully have a good swarm to install. All right, I'm not gonna put a brick on this so that I remember, like, there's nothing in here. Let's get these bees off here. Okay, good to go on that. We got most of the bees out of the trap here. Yeah, they're coming out. All right, let's seal this one up. This one's got a white dot queen in it, but she's just... I'm not impressed. Okay. Okay. Are we still rolling here, or did the GoPro decide to shut itself off? No, I think we're still going good. All right. It's been known to do that. So this queen that's in here came from Louisiana. Let me reposition camera. Maybe you guys can get a better angle because we're not worried about that one over there anymore. The sun really makes it difficult to see. Just a tiny bit of smoke. Last thing you want to do is over smoke the snot out of them and end up balling your queen that you just paid good money for. Yeah. They're all over, so not in a threatening way. So when bees try to ball a queen, you'll see the aggression. You'll see that they'll start like arching their backs or whatever, you know, curling their abdomen inward to actively try to sting her. These are just nurse bees that are trying to feed her, is exactly what that is. So we're going to release her, and we're going to do our best to not let her fly off, because she is a mated queen. She is not necessarily a laying queen. There's a difference. So let's see if we can get her out of here. And, excuse me, girls, excuse me. You can feed her in a minute. Yeah, I think they're pretty excited to have her. All right, if I can just take this. This is how I've done it. Just kind of undo the staple and peel it back. Problem is I just don't want her to fly off. But as you saw in the other video, don't panic. They will call her back down. I've seen it happen enough times. Okay, there she is. I'm going to lay this on its side. And we're going to let her come out and go down. Where is she? There she is. I've got my eye on her. I want her to walk down that frame. Boom, there she goes, right down there. Yay! That is a successful introduction. Okay, everybody off. You're not needed anymore. There we go. Woo! That's what we want. Where did I put that staple? Okay, I don't want to lose that. That's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. And now she can go down there and just start laying her little heart out. And this colony has a decent amount of bees in it. It was a pretty big swarm. But the numbers are dwindling until obviously you get a good mated queen in there. Start getting those numbers to ramp back up. I've just been marking the colonies that, and I don't know, I think I have, I bought 5 queens this year, maybe, with the little red brick, which means the queen came from Louisiana. So 1, 2, not the fat brick, the skinny brick, 3, 4, 5. Fat bricks are the 2, what am I trying to say? The 2 swarms that I've caught from Apis Rescue. Speaking of which, I think this is a KBA swarm, maybe. Yep. From, what is that, a couple days ago? I wouldn't mind getting in here and seeing if they're queenright. Let's just take a quick look. Bear with me here as I move stuff and get the camera set up. I'm going to back up a little bit. All right, let me go get my smoker and hive tool. We might as well just knock all this stuff off out at once. If you'll excuse me. Now, this is probably gross for some of you, but my nose is running, and I'm going old school. From my days playing soccer out on the soccer field, that's what you did. So, sorry, hopefully that wasn't too gross for you guys. All right, let's see if we got a queen in here. Not there. Let's start over on this end. A little less bees over here. Slow and easy on this first one, guys. Just in case she's over here. Do your best not to roll her. I'm looking at the bees and I'm looking in the cells. Don't see anything there. Nectar deposited in here. No sign of eggs. I'll keep looking. I think I saw that beautiful fresh wax. Yep. So they're drawing right there. That's just nectar. Started some wonky comb there that I'm not thrilled with, but I'm going to tear that down because this I don't see any eggs in it. No. That's just going to be real ugly if I leave that. I don't see a queen yet. They're all nasing offing. That's interesting. There's a queen in there. I guess, you know, within the minute that I've had the frame out, that queen mandibular pheromone dissipates really fast. Oh, we got eggs. Yay. Now let's just find our queen. That's always a beautiful sight, isn't it? I don't see her on this side. I'll look closer again on the other side where I saw the eggs. I think she'd be climbing around on here. Yep, there she is. She's a good looking queen. That's why you just kind of double check, guys. She is a beautiful queen. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Of course, she's in no place where I can really get her. Take my time here. She's moving fast. Okay, I think you take... Can't remember what he said. Oh. Get her wings here. Please don't fly off. I'll be super mad. There we go. Okay. Get her this, and then you take her to rear. Is that right? I'm not having much success here, guys. I'm just going to put her in that cage. I'll be right back. I tried. She's pretty wiggly. Where'd I put it? There it is. Well, I'm going to have to keep practicing that. I only got one of her legs and she was spinning around on me, and of course I don't want to tear it off. And you got to be very careful. You really don't want to damage her front legs, or you basically have ruined your queen, because that's what she will use to measure the cell, if it's going to be a worker cell or a lay for a drone. I was close. I'll get there. Just takes practice. Don't be intimidated. Queens are a lot more resilient than you think they are. I didn't like how she was spinning. If I got you want to get the middle and the rear leg. So you introduce her onto your finger and then you try to grab, but she did not want to hold still. I'm going to make her hold still there for a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right. Good looking queen, though. Let's see. Yay. Got plenty of room to grow here, expand. She's a beaut, Clark. I'm trying to remember, is this the one? Oh no, this is the one from the construction site. Yeah, cool. Good deal. Yeah, she is a very good looking queen. All right, I'm gonna try and knock her down, and then of course I don't want her to. That is the bad thing about this cage. You got to be careful you don't like decapitate her because she wants to. There we go. And down she goes. Cool. Let's get the lid back on here. I've been, or the ones where I don't have that queenright dial, and Lyson is going to send me some of their versions, so I'm excited to give those a try. But until I do, I've just been putting the tiniest little white dot, if it's whatever the color the queen is, on the inner cover instead of the outer. But I do like the concept of those queen dials, and kind of tell you from the outside, not just the status of the colony, but what color your queen is and all that good stuff. So. All right, awesome. That felt good. It's nice to have some success. The swarm captures. There are supposed to be queens in them. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. Where did I put my little remote control? Here it is. What else is on the agenda? Oh, yeah, like I said, tomorrow I'll go get that other swarm trap that I'm pretty sure is queenright, and we'll get that in that white box over there that we started with. And what else? Oh, I have one more Louisiana queen that I need to release. I think it's right here. It's somewhere. Is it right here? It's right here. I'm not going to bore you with that one. It's the exact same process I just did over there, but that's what I'm going to do here in a few minutes. And then, I don't know, keep reassessing. There's always something to do. So that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. God bless you and your bees, and we'll see you on the next one.